Hello everyone, welcome to a quick video. So, right after, basically just a little bit after I posted my video from a little bit ago today, we just got a surprise drop of the live patch from Waka on Spectrum. They suddenly just dropped it. So we now have 4.1 on the live servers, the Alpha 4.1 Orbital Assault, new sandbox activity event. We also have the new Drake Golem, as well as the new ATLS GEO. So we're going to go ahead and look at a few of these really quick, go through the pricing for these two vehicles, the paints available, and all sorts of things like that. So if you want to see the first look at these new vehicles and the new patch notes, feel free to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Alright, let's start by going through the patch notes really quick here. So we have Star Citizen Alpha 4.1 Live, Orbital Assault. So we have that 73600 player configuration. So again, there's more shards or more servers available for Aberdeen and Daymar to help with the server performance there. We talked about that before. So let's go under features and gameplay. So we have AI new fauna, juvenile Valacar. These new burrowing worm fauna will attack when their territories are disturbed. These Valacar fling rocks at their targets to stagger and damage while moving under the surface to avoid close combat. They can be found on some moons and near Hathor facilities when disturbed. There are new dynamic conversations and NPC population updates. So they have new DNA faces, new animations, and more things to bring more immersion to, the NPCs walking around. Under locations, we have the new Hathor facilities and moon volumetric cloud updates. So we have the two new Hathor facilities that are on each of the moons, Aberdeen and Daymar. And then we have the additional clouds that I believe they're only on Aberdeen. I haven't seen them on, I haven't been to Daymar a ton, but I've seen them on Aberdeen. They look really, really nice. So there's that. Gameplay, we have the Align and Mine sandbox activity. You've probably heard a lot about this. This is where you can go to the 3 ground outposts, align the radar dishes there, and then go up to the mining platform above. Take some batteries you get from the outpost there, insert them into the mining laser platform. Then get a key card there, go down to a bunker, insert the key card, fire the orbital laser, opens up a nice cave that has a bunch of new minables you can get. So that's a very basic rundown of that. We also have Wicklow, the new Banu mission giver, where you can do things like collect different items that you go trade with him to get different guns or ships even that are modified or have nice paint jobs or things like that. We're definitely going to be doing a lot of testing with that and experimenting with the new ships that we can get. There's some ground vehicle and mining FPS updates. There's a bunch of new FPS minables and ground minables and a whole bunch of things like that. We have item recovery tier 0. So that's basically, at the moment, when you die, any armor or guns or things like that will not be lootable from you. But your magazines will be lootable, your med pens and grenades will be lootable, and anything that is in like your backpack or your armor storage will be lootable. So just so you're aware. So you won't lose your armor or your guns, but anything you have inside the storage there, you can lose. So that is a pretty big deal. Again, hopefully we get tier 1 and tier 2 pretty quickly. So yeah, ships and vehicles. We have the collision physics update, so an Aurora can't just one-shot a Polaris anymore. There are several new ships added to the PU shops. I did a video on this a couple of weeks ago. We have the Argo CSV SM, the Crusader Intrepid, the Terrapin Medic, the Mirai Pulse LX, and the RSI Lynx. There was a pretty big balance pass done to the heavy fighters, so a lot of them received either buffs or nerfs depending on what they are. There is the updates to a bunch of ships, larger ships getting access to a little bit of firepower. So like the Carrack can control the top remote turret now. The Starlifter, if you have an M2 or an A2, you can shoot the chin turret as well, and a couple of other things like that. The weapons and items, we have the new Volt rifle, the Parallax rifle, really, really cool to use. Starts as shoots energy, shots, and then switches to a beam as heat builds up in it. It can overheat, so be wary of that. It also is affected by the temperature of the planet you're on. So if you're on a hot moon like Aberdeen, it won't be able to fire for as long, whereas if you were on like Microtech or something that's a colder area, you could fire for a lot longer. There's some changes to the grenade launcher, I believe, to prevent that becoming extremely overpowered. So they changed a couple of things with that. Ripper SMG got some adjustments, and several other guns got changed as well. Other than that, there's just been a bunch of other core updates to help with network issues, network rubber banding, things like that. and a couple of additions to Arena Commander, a couple new maps, and things like that. So that is going to be the majority of the patch notes. And then there's a whole big list of bug fixes you can go look at if you want. I'm not going to read through all of them, but that is going to be the main patch notes. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the sale pages for the Drake Golem and the Argo Atlas Geo. All right, here we are, the Drake Golem sales page. So the Drake Golem has been released. So let's go ahead and let's read through this here. We have new ships, same Drake values. For the workers who keep the wheels of industry turning, Drake is proud to deliver our first mining ship, the Golem. Their first mining ship. So we might get more at some point. This accessible tool finally ends the corporate monopoly on mining and places your future firmly within your grasp. Built for professional mining and little else, the Golem is well set to become the go-to choice of the hardest laborers in the galaxy. We got some nice art. More art. Easy work. Integrated mining beam. The Golem's small but effective mining beam turns breaking rocks and small asteroids into quick work. The retractable mining arm is deployed from above to give you the best view of the task at hand. It's a nice art. Effortless hauling. External cargo hold. Haul up to 32 SCU of cargo with the Golem's practical external ore containers. These detachable units make on and offloading your stock quick and simple so you can get the job done. Bare bones, a starter staple. With its essentials-only build, the Drake Golem welcomes new miners into the field or easily expands a fleet without costing you the verse. Drake is for everyone. Drake is for you. They're really good at marketing this. So we have the cockpit, one size 1 mining laser. It has 2 size 1 weapons for a little bit of defense. You have a personal storage and weapon rack. Those are on the sides of the cockpit here on the outside. And then you have your 2 16 SCU ore storage containers on the back here. And then let's go ahead and let's look at the paints. So we have the factory standard, which is a yellow with some black accents. Let's see what else we got. We got Coal Heart. Ooh, that's nice. That's a really nice one. So this is a black paint with majority black. There's a couple little yellow. I guess those are yellow on the other ones too. So this is kind of a black paint job. What else we got? We got Fault Line. Nice industrial looking one. Some more yellow, some grays and oranges. We have Keystone with white and blue with a tinge of orange in a couple of different spots. So that's a nice one. We have Flashpoint. This one is a concierge exclusive paint. This is some white and some nice oranges, orange accents. Then we have Rockfall, which this one is only available as part of the Miner Starter Pack. This one is kind of a olive green, looks like olive green with some dark grays and stuff. So lots of really good paint options. Let's go ahead and let's look a little bit further here. So ship offers. We have, so the war bond price for this is going to be $55 and the non-war bond is $60. So this is actually even less than I thought it would be, and I think this is a really good price for this ship. I was expecting it to be like 75 to maybe 90 or so. So this is really good. I am very happy about this. And then a Miner Starter Pack. Let's look at this. So I assume this is going to be a game package. So this comes with the Golem and that special paint. You get your game package, 20k UEC, and lifetime insurance. And right now you can get it for $67.50. So you can make, if you want to go do that. That's going to be a great starter option to get into the game for mining and things like that. Make sure when you do that to use my referral code. That is going to be down in the video description. You can put that in. That'll get you an extra 5,000 UEC. So you have a little bit of extra starting money, and that helps me out a little bit as well. So if you go to get that package, feel free to use that referral code. Let's go ahead and let's now take a look at the Argo Atlas Geo. Alrighty, here we are on the Atlas Geo sale page. So again, this is a mining variant, a ground mining variant of the Atlas platform. Let's go ahead and let's read into it. Okay, beyond power and precision. Built upon the tried and tested Atlas power suit, the Geo's industrial augmentations provide anything or everything you need to streamline your excavation efforts. From its enhanced maneuverability to the bespoke mining tool, Argo's dynamic new edition helps you work smoother, not harder. So we have these little, it has the little 10, I forget what it is, what you call that. Basically, it's a tenth of an SCU of capacity in these little boxes, but they are interchangeable. So you can buy a couple of them, just pop them out, pop them in. We have the size 0 mining head. I'm not 100% sure if this is changeable, like with the, because there's some new size 0 mining heads that work with the rock. Maybe this also works on those. We'll have to see. And then you have, the big thing with this is you have thrusters. So we have basically a jetpack, so you can maneuver around a lot easier than with the base Atlas. So that's some of the big features of the Atlas GEO. It's one giant leap for Argo. Argo has upped your mining game with the GEO's bespoke mining laser. Okay, so maybe it is bespoke then. Built to extract ore and store it in the convenient bespoke 10 centi SCU backpack, the GEO makes constant maneuvering back and forth a thing of the past. Even frustratingly out-of-reach minables can be collected with ease, thanks to the GEO's jump pack. Got some nice art here, some concept art. That looks really nice. Okay, let's look at the paints. So we have the factory standard. This is the nice kind of olive green, a little bit of orange on it. We have safety orange. This looks pretty similar to the base Atlas skin. I think the legs are a little bit different with the white and orange stripes. And then we have granite. That one's nice looking. So we got kind of a dark gray, close to black maybe, with some bright, really bright yellow Atlas branding on the leg and the arm here. We have Thunderhead. This is the Concierge exclusive paint. Nice black and dark gray accents up on the arms here. That's a really nice looking paint. I might have to pick that up. And then last one, we have Keystone. This is going to be a white with darker blue accents. That one looks really nice too. All these paints look really, really nice. I would assume these paints are probably also compatible with the base Atlas. We'll have to check, but that's what I would assume. But yeah, looks like that is going to be all for the Atlas GEO sale page. So then the Atlas GEO War Bond, we're looking at $40. So it is the same price, I believe, as... It might be $5 more, actually, than the regular Atlas. But we got $40 War Bond, so that's all new money, and $45 standalone. So that's good. That's reasonable. I'm okay with that. Good prices. This is going to be, I think, a very popular vehicle to see in the verse in the next patch, because it's going to be very useful for mining things in the new caves. Because this can also mine. This can mine both things that they rock would mine, but also it has a mode where it can do hand mineable things as well. So it's going to be very useful. So we have that again for $40 and $45 standalone. So that is going to be it. There's a couple packs and a whole bunch of paint things and stuff if you want to go get a bunch of paints for the Atlas. So that is going to be the Atlas GEO. I think that is everything for the new vehicles and stuff like that. So that's probably going to wrap it up for this video. First look at the new patch notes and the sales pages for the Drake Golem and the Argo Atlas GEO. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like and subscribe, as it really helps the channel. And I'll make sure to get out a couple of videos in the next couple of days doing a little bit of a further deep dive into these ships, testing them out, and things like that. So make sure to keep an eye out for those. And until next time, I'll see you in the verse.